So back in 1992, when my dad got into the insurance industry, he was a life insurance guy for a really large company, one of the largest insurance companies in the country now. And he only worked for that one company. And he would go out and he was supposed to sell life insurance, accident plans, things like that. And a lot of what he was doing was finding people and trying to either save them a nickel or two, or just get them to get a little bit more life insurance coverage. And it was very difficult for him to find passion in the sales process that didn't really seem to be leaving people better than he found them. He was trying to do that, but with the limited scope of products, because he was only working with one company, and maybe a niche that they were in or focusing on that didn't really align with what his values were. He started looking around for other opportunities to help people. He said, well, if I'm going to be in this space or this industry, I want to find a way to help people, because if I can't help people through a problem, then I'm not going to be happy no matter how much money we make in that process. I want to have a process that actually helps people. So as he was going through, he kept coming into contact with different people who were struggling financially, that were on Medicare because their premiums were high. They didn't understand what their options were. They didn't have agents that could shop that market for them, and other things they were coming across, that they were on fixed incomes, but their expenses kept going up. And so he started getting contracted with these other companies that offer these Medicare products. Back then, there were not a lot of people doing this. Now we see people, kind of following the model that him and some others back then set up, where they became independent brokers and they could shop people's healthcare costs through these standardized plans, keep them with the same coverage, but actually save them money. So the conversation became more about finding someone in a certain situation, keeping them with the same or better coverage, and then being able to leave their house knowing that their budget was better than it used to be. They saved them money. They didn't sell them anything. They got them exactly what they already had for a better price. That was the primary focus of the business. And from me growing up in it, I saw that after he started doing that, there was a great need for it, because it didn't take long before word of mouth started spreading. And referrals are what drives our business. As much as we do advertising and television, that creates brand awareness, but we actually get a lot of our business, if not the majority of our business, from word of mouth still today. People saying, hey, they helped me through this problem. And of course, we've experienced growing pains, because that word of mouth spreads like wildfire, and sometimes it's hard to even hire enough people to handle that. But we're definitely trying to do that, because we want to be able to help as many people as possible. Now back to where he started, about 1993 or 1994, he was still working with this other company, but he had went and started working with some of these independently contracted Medicare supplement carriers, so that he could help people through these problems. And there came a crossroads where the company that he was working for, this really large, what they call a captive insurance carrier, where they'll only let you sell their products, they came to him and they said, you have to cancel these contracts with these Medicare companies, or we're going to have to terminate you. Well, he decided that he didn't really want to work in a place like that as much as he wanted to help people with Medicare. So he took a pretty substantial pay cut right away to focus solely on that niche of helping people save money and have their benefits. Luckily, like I was saying earlier, news spread like wildfire, and it became a business that there was really a need for. Now, since then, we've seen other agencies in the area spring up in the last few years like crazy, because they know about all the Medicare beneficiaries that are aging in right now, and it's a growing portion of the population because of the baby boomers. But we've been there since the early 90s. I came on board about 6 years ago. My sister Amy came on board about 7 or 8 years ago. And ever since then, we've been trying to do our best to grow and help as many people as possible, and continue the mission and the legacy that he set out to accomplish in the early 90s. So we really hope that it is indicative of what the way that we behave, and the passion that we show in helping each individual person, that we aspire to be the best Medicare agency in Northeast Mississippi, and as we branch out and help people all around the country, we want to do the best job we can. So we want to make sure that we leave every one of our customers better than we found them, which is why that is kind of the theme that we're going on about. So here is a montage of some of our agents in the office and what their why is, why they do what they do. And I hope that when you watch that, you can actually feel that this is their why, and that's why they want to help you, and they really truly are going to find you in one shape and hopefully leave you there either knowing more than you knew before or in a better spot. And you can trust that they've been all trained the same way that Bobby trained me and Amy, and that we've trained them, and that they're all very knowledgeable about the products and the services that we offer. And if they don't know the answer to something, they're going to come straight to me. If I don't know the answer, I'm going to go straight to the top. So thanks for watching, guys.